I was reminded that I had not done another 360 video of me walking up to where the house is from this location. So this is a 360 video. So remember, you can click and drag across the screen to pan around and look. So this is where I was sitting a year or so ago, maybe a year and a half ago. This road in front of the Jeep was not there. You can sort of see two tracks through the growth of the plants. That's where people would just drive up haphazardly. The gravel road that we just put in, we repurposed. I say just, it was put in about 9 months ago. That was repurposed from a old homestead road, probably 100 years ago. Just to the right of the gate in front of us, is the old homestead to the right. It's still there. I plan on cleaning all that up and making it. I want to see what's under there, see if there's any artifacts or anything else. But I wanted to drive you up from this location. This is similar to how I would walk, but I would walk normally directly straight up in front of us through what you can see as old tire tracks of what people used to use. I'm going to get rid of all those tire tracks eventually. But we're driving up. I already previously opened up the gate. And that's where I would walk up. The old homestead is directly to the right here. You can possibly see some old bricks and everything from it. Weeds are all grown up around it. I do plan on cleaning all that up. This is where I was walking a year and a half or so ago. And this is the road we put in. Terry Ledford put in a darn beautiful road. It drains well, the culverts work well. It really is amazing. Here to the right, if you'll notice, I've already planted some buckwheat, just help with erosion and wanted flowers and something to help out the bees that are up here. I planted some wildflowers along the road. You can see grass growing up and some other buckwheat here. This is a Wi-Fi tower, battery operated, and the solar panel charges the battery, but the Wi-Fi connects to the other tower up on the hill. This is a piece of artwork I brought up from Dallas. And so this is where I would be walking last year or a year and a half ago. And then I would slowly be staying at grade, not going up any higher, but walking down here about 5 feet or so right now. And then as we get further, it'd be, I was walking down the hill a little ways. But from down there, about this location, I stood there and said, well, the road will be up there somewhere. And I pointed, and this is exactly where the road ended up being, thank goodness. That's a little creek right down there. This big old tree, series of trunks right here on my left, is a series of trees my mother really, really wanted me to keep. And you'll remember through the other video, just down here to my left is a creek, and we just crossed over it. It's just a spring creek. It's sort of dry right now. It's wet some of the time, it's dry some of the other time. So we're coming up on the big rock that I make a comment about in the video, and the other one that I plan on lighting up and changing. You can see my water source right down there. It's overflowing, white big barrel. It's buried. Spring dam is right up the hill here where those logs are, and that will pump up here to another tank, and we'll put that up on the hill. That spring water has been tested out the wazoo, just to make sure it's good to drink, and it's surprisingly good to drink. So we're driving on up here. So last year, or a year and a half ago, before we put the road in, all intentions was to put the house about where those woods are, right there where that clearing is. And due to some circumstances and everything, and it all turned out to be the better, that that was not desirable. You can see another rock right here on my right next to the orange cone. That's another rock that I point out in the other video. This turned out to be a better location, and that's where it's cleared. So here's the garage. The house will go here between that Wi-Fi cell phone tower that we built, that Jeff built actually, and I take advantage of it. And that the house will go between this rock and that cell tower, solar panel tower. The solar field will go right down here over the hill, and it'll just give you an idea. It's a beautiful day today up here, and got the garage all good. The water tank here on the right of the garage, that will go up on the mountain, and that will feed water to the house and the garage. Thank y'all for coming along, and thank you, Chris, for reminding me I needed to do this.